We launched, what is it, 6 years ago, Red here in Davos. So, you know, we can always say it's not just a talking shop. Some really good stuff comes out of Davos. We're now, with this Bank of America commitment, at $250 million
wow.
for Red.
In 6 years.
Yeah, but it's, I think 6 or 7 years. And what's extraordinary about it, though, is not just the money. It's the heat. And, you know, you have to keep public pressure to get the sort of politics right, because the real big money is in government budgets. And America's been extremely generous. But Americans don't know this. The 7 million people that they're paying for, taxpayers are paying for to stay alive, and HIV sufferers. And so what I'm excited about the bank and Brian's leadership is, you know, they have like 6,000 outlets. They have like 250,000 employees who are now working for those women who don't want their kids to get the virus. I mean, it's the reach of the bank as well as the money that's exciting to us.
So a few years ago, I had the pleasure of hosting at a social enterprise center we run in Georgetown. Had Bono come and speak to them, and he made one of the best cases for why America should be proud as American citizens for helping in this fight. How it goes back to George W. Bush and through Clinton and all the years, but it's American citizens who put up a lot of money, and what became apparent is we could enable our client base, our teammates, and provide a capability to help give another push to the effort, and around all the things we're doing with the ability to download the song and us to make the contributions, but to bring the awareness level. It's really a nice package to say to us, let's enable Americans to do one more push through the capabilities we have in our company.
Let's talk about that, because Bono, you know how to make a splash. The way you guys are going about this is you're going to do, I believe, is it an ad at the Super Bowl with
U2 is given a song from the album. It's like a sneak peek on the album, a song called Invisible. For 24 hours you can download this free, and the bank will match or give a dollar for every time people download it. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, my dad used to say to me, you know, when are you going to get a real job? And I would say, I'm at the band. What do you mean? He'd say, like, with the bank. That's a real job. And I'd speak to the band, and it's like, what are we doing? We're working with the bank. And although Larry Mullen said, no, you're robbing a bank, I can do that. But it was like, the band understand, they're supporters of Red. I think they're in $11 million themselves the last tour. And they see that Bank of America is a game changer. We couldn't have dreamed when we started Red that we'd have this kind of leadership. And it's a global company, and this is a global problem. But guess what? By 2015, if we keep the pressure on, those women won't have to pass that virus on. We can get them the medication. So we'll have the first AIDS-free generation by 2015. In about 4 or 5 countries, it could be 12 countries. And with this kind of push, and as I say, it's the political follow-on from that, because lawmakers will say to you, why should I care about this? But if it's in the shopping mall, people are caring about it. If their kids are caring about it, if it's in their districts, people are caring about it. Things change. So it's very good, and people listening to this across the continent of Africa know that America stood by them in this fight against this horrible pandemic, and I think that's a good thing for the U.S.
This is a completely preventable disease in terms of the mother-to-child transmission, if it's caught in time, if it's identified, if it's treated with the proper drugs.
Yes, 700 women, 700 babies are born every day with this HIV virus, and then you have to, of course, pay for the rest of their life to keep them well, or they don't have to be, and that's so exciting. It's like 40 cents a day. I mean, this is a real doable thing. It's not sort of, we're here in Davos and aren't we great in one day. It's not one day. It's coming up. And I think one of the things you seemed attracted to was that you felt that your consumers and your employees liked that this was finite.